Hello and welcome back to some more F1 2010 and part 6 of our career mode. Today we have the Canadian Grand Prix, but before we get into it, I do just want to inform you about what happened last week and why there wasn't an episode. I did post a community update. Essentially, I was recording it. I was experimenting with a different recording software, which is using the NVIDIA Shadow Player if you are a content creator, and I actually found that was superb actually, and the footage from today's video is from that, and I think you'll see it's a massive step up from where we were at with OBS in the previous episode and screen lag and all of that. But yeah, within that, of course, there was a lot of little test videos that I was doing, and when I got to actually deleting those videos, I somehow managed to accidentally highlight my whole YouTube folder before I pressed delete. And because, you know, the size of it is so big, there's so much stuff in there, it obviously proceeds to permanently delete rather than it going into your recycle bin. So I managed to stop at 200 gigs of the way through, but it absolutely raced through deleting those 200 gigs of files, and that included the first half of this video, lots of intros, outros, that sort of thing, lots of templates that I had, and unfortunately I then had to go and try some recovery software. It worked to some extent. I got some things back. Unfortunately, I didn't get the first half of this video back, and quite a lot of other things. But what I do have is the race portion of this video. The only thing you've missed is qualifying. So please don't worry. It's, you know, hopefully not too bad. But I just wanted to explain that to you before we get into today's video, because it is just the race, but it's a pretty good one, I think, and hopefully you will enjoy it. So make sure you hit the like button down below, and I'll see you on the next episode, which will be what's after Canada? Is it Britain? It may well be Britain. Who knows? We'll find out in due course. No, it's Valencia, actually. It's Valencia. What am I like, eh? See you on the next video. Hopefully you enjoy the race. Okay, I think I've fixed this now, but unfortunately I don't think you will have seen the opening to this race. So hello and welcome back. It's Montreal. We are on pole position, and I'm gutted. I accidentally deleted the capture, but hopefully I can recover it. I am in the process of doing that. But yeah, hopefully that works. And then this is just a confusing part of the video. But here we go. Race 8, Canada, Montreal. And let's get straight into the race. I'm not messing about this time. Here we go.
Car to track. Move it, guys.
So, of course, we are on pole position for this race. Let's get rid of the cursor here. And here we go. I am actually using the NVIDIA recording software for this, so let me know if it is any better or worse than what we usually get. I'm hoping that this will get rid of the whole screen lag stuff. But here we go.
So last race we finished in mid-table. Not bad, but not brilliant. I'm sure we can do better here.
The lights are on. The lights are out, and away we go. Here in Canada, and it's a good start off the grid, but you can see Button and Hamilton definitely looking to get ahead of us here. Around the outside, but we managed to hold it true, hold it steady. And we actually lead out of the first complex of corners. We've got to be very, very careful. We've got to get just enough ahead so that when it does come to the long straights, we're not going to get absolutely demolished like I think we would normally do by the likes of the McLaren and Red Bull boys behind us. So here we go. We've got a decent lead going through this sector. I'm hoping it's around about a second and 7/10 of a second. That's not bad. Got a decent exit onto this straight. It's a very important straight, but you'll see Hamilton will easily close because of our straight line speed deficit. And here he comes. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. Is he going to have a look down the inside? I don't think he is. So we've just got to take it nice and easy through those corners. That could have ended up with us in the Wall of Champions. But after the first lap, we are in the lead, which I think was the key to us potentially securing this podium today. I'm not expecting the race win, but I think we can. And hope. Well, you join us as we're coming towards the end of lap 3, and we have controlled the gap quite nicely to Lewis Hamilton behind. He is going to be the most likely person to overtake us, I think, because he's the one that's still getting right in our gearbox at the end of this straight. Lap in, lap out, but we're managing to just about stay in front of him at the moment. We're about to set a 1:18.6. I thought we were going to set a new fastest lap, but apparently not. So tyres are getting worn a little bit. I think lap 5 is our designated pit stop. I do think I am going to continue on a couple of laps to try and get some sort of overcut on the field. It's definitely a positive start here. Well, Hamilton is right behind us now. This is going to be the moment. Can we hold him off? Oh, he's round our outside. Can we?
Keep your head on the race. Give us 100% and we can get that place back.
Well, I think Hamilton's gone into the pit lane. Hamilton is in the pit lane. So now we got to push. We got to push hard.
The window is open. Come in this lap.
Now the first sector. We'll see what the split is. Then we'll look at the second sector and then decide whether we are coming into the pits this lap. I'm pushing as hard as I can here to try and create this gap to Lewis Hamilton. So there we go. We are up in the first sector by 1/10 of a second. The second sector is going to be the telling one. The tyres are starting to get a little bit more worn now. Well, here we go. Flying through this section.
You need to pit in this lap.
We're actually matching our fastest lap time at the moment. I am tempted to go one further lap here. I think that's what is going to be best for this race, is just going an extra lap, getting more out of these soft tyres. So here we go. We're going to come up to the line. What's the time going to be?
Pit in this lap. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
So we'll see whether or not that turns out to be the right decision. Got a good gap to Webber behind us and Alonso behind him, so I think we are in a good position. I don't think we're going to get screwed over by the pit stop glitch. That's what I'm trying to avoid, essentially. There's people tripping over me in the pit lane, but Webber is closing in a little bit here, so that is worth keeping an eye on. Just trying to keep our foot planted here. Now we're through the second sector.
Don't forget,
again.
pit in this lap.
We are slightly up, so I think this is the time to come in. The rear tyres are just about to go, and we don't want punctures. You can pick up punctures in this game. I've done it many times in the past, and it is incredibly frustrating when it happens. But here we go. Into the pit lane.
Limiter on.
I think we just about got it down in time. So here we go.
Exit.
There goes
Exit now.
Buemi.
Don't forget to turn the limiter off.
And we're away, and that's Hamilton, and that is Hamilton.
Away, he's the race leader.
Oh, well, He's got warmer tyres than us, and he manages to just slip into first place. Or net first place, I should say. But look at this. We're going to have fresher tyres than him at the end of the Grand Prix. We're going to go down the inside here as we have our chance. And we manage to take the lead once again. Important move there. And Michael Schumacher currently is the car behind us, and potentially he's going to be on the podium with us. Who knows? We managed to hold off Hamilton for now. We've got Timo Glock in front of us. Where's Hamilton? Where is Hamilton? I'm sure that wasn't me that took him out, was it?
You've got him. Get onto the back of his car.
No, he just seems to have lost a lot of speed somewhere. I'll have to look at that back in editing, but I certainly didn't feel him on our inside or whatever. But that has just massively helped us. If Lewis Hamilton has made a mistake there, that has massively helped us. But Timo Glock is holding us up currently. We need to get past him. Buemi is in the pit lane, so Timo Glock is going to take over the lead of this Grand Prix. And I think sensibly he gets out of the way. He knows we're not his battle today. But if he can hang on to our coattails a little bit,
well above where we expected to be.
Potentially there's going to be some points in there for Timo Glock. And not his first points finish this season either. He's had a good season in the Virgin. But we're looking very, very likely to be taking this W at the moment. Hamilton 3.7 seconds behind. Schumacher another second and a half behind. Of course, no more pit stops, so it's all going to be about whether Hamilton needs to make a second stop. Obviously, we're not going to, because we've extended our tyre life by another 2 laps. So, but Hamilton is catching up to us. 2.9 seconds is now the gap. Hamilton has got the bit between his teeth. But 6 laps to go. Are we going to get the trophy in the bank? Timo Glock pits. Well, it's fair to say we're in an incredible rhythm in this Grand Prix, and we're managing the gap to Hamilton behind very, very well. He's 3.1 seconds behind. We have set the fastest lap, which is a 1:17.9 at the moment, and we are managing to just hit all of our braking points. We're managing to control the car. All the temperatures are good. Of course, we've got nicer tyres than Hamilton is going to have at this point.
Brakes at optimal temperature.
There you go. Rob's just told me that brakes are at optimal temperature, and the car just feels amazing. It feels, you know, almost like we were feeling at the start of the season when we thought we could achieve some great things in this car. But no, I'm thoroughly pleased about this, and hopefully you guys are too, watching. We'll stay with the action, because this is a special moment. It looks like Lotus Cosworth are going to win their first Grand Prix as a new team. And it's going to be our first win in Formula 1, but we very nearly threw it away there going into the Wall of Champions. We are okay though, but that's a bit of a shame. I think that would have been fastest lap so far. Hamilton now only 2.3 seconds behind. It looks like our idol Michael Schumacher is going to be finishing in third as well. So what a fantastic debut win to have with Hamilton, our compatriot, and Michael Schumacher, our hero.
Just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Well, Sebastian Buemi has just took the fastest lap off me. How dare he do that? Let's go and hunt him down and crash him into the wall. Ooh, yeah, we do not want to get any corner cutting penalties. The penalties on this game are insane. I think we'd end up getting a 30-second penalty for just track extending a little bit. So let's make sure we stay well away from any corner cuts. We managed to pull away from Hamilton this lap. see what this lap time is going to be. Of course, stay away from any corner cuts, and that was a brilliant exit. And here we come up to the line. What's it going to be? Oh, not quite. A 1:18.6. So just losing a little bit of time in that final sector at the moment. And Hamilton only 1.9 seconds behind, but we're on the last lap of the race. Jarno Trulli down in 22nd. Not knowing where I've got the performance of this car from, and to be honest, neither do I. I think it is just an AI programming thing around here that we can't boss them, basically. But Hamilton is still pushing hard to try and ruin our day. Of course, a puncture could happen at any moment as well. So we've got to keep all of those things in our mind as we waltz around this middle sector for the final time, possibly ever, in F1 2010. Who knows? I'm sure we'll come back to this game someday, even after this season. But 1.6 seconds behind is Lewis Hamilton now. And here we come then into the final corner. We got one more chicane to negotiate. And here we come up to the finish line. It's us that wins for the first time the Canadian Grand Prix in the Lotus Cosworth.
Congratulations, mate! That's a fantastic win! Simply fantastic! Hey, nobody expected that result.
Well, there you go then. We win the Grand Prix. 1.7 seconds ahead of Lewis Hamilton, and Michael Schumacher is in third. Mark Webber fourth. Alonso fifth. Vettel sixth. Button seventh. Petrov eighth. Kobayashi ninth. And De La Rosa in 10th. Massa finishing outside of the points, as well as Rosberg. And no non-finishers. That takes us up to 10th in the driver's standings, just behind our hero Michael Schumacher. Liuzzi 25 points in 11th there, looking very, very good. Kubica and Hulkenberg will be looking to finish in the top 10 as well. We now move to 7th position in the constructors' standings, ahead of Williams and Toro Rosso and BMW, and of course Virgin as well. I don't think we're going to be getting many more points this season, so that is fantastic. But this is the moment now that I want you guys to enjoy, because this is something that has still not appeared in any F1 game ever since. Enjoy it.
Congratulations! This must be a very special moment for you today with your first victory in Formula One. Give us your thoughts on the result. You've got to be feeling good about taking a victory in your first season in Formula One. Let us in on what you're experiencing right now. Are you emotional? Taking a victory in your first season must put you in a strong position within the team. Are you hoping your attempt to assert yourself is recognised sooner rather than later?
There we go then. Press conferences. Is she going to say anything to me? I don't think so.
Okay, so now you've started to make a name for yourself. Let's discuss the finer points of the business. Teams may offer you a contract if you manage to impress them and meet their requirements. Hey, you know, the boss really appreciated what you said about the team in your interview earlier. Okay then, I'll leave you to look this over, and if anything new happens, I'll let you know.
Is there a European helmet? I can't quite remember now. I don't think so. So let's get the Spanish helmet out for Valencia, which I'm looking forward to in the next episode, to be fair. But that was terrific. Really enjoyed that, and hopefully you guys did too. Sorry about the technical issues. This is probably going to come out on the Sunday now, because yeah, just a disaster really of a morning. But thank you very much. I'd really appreciate a like. I've worked hard to try and get this to you guys, and hopefully you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.